Sebring, Florida for the start of the International Grand Prix, a 12-hour grueling grind over a 5.2-mile course, one of the world's outstanding sports car racing spectaculars. Now you will see the Le Mans countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They run from a standing start, leap into their cars, and move out onto the track. Pass the start line, and the race is on. At the start, number 21, driven by Prix, is momentarily stalled. There they go. The field of 65 cars past the clubhouse. Ferraris daring anybody to beat them. An entire team of Corvettes. The Maseratis, the Porsches, they're all there. What a sight as they compete for position in American road racing's greatest spectacular. The Corvette team has moved up to first place, coming into the S's. It's Bill Garrison in Corvette number 4, first in the pack. Is in about 5th place at this point. The whole field is strung out behind him in a magnificent array of some of the finest sports cars in the world. Negotiating one of the difficult hairpin turns is number 35, one of the red Ferraris. These are some of the most treacherous turns on any course, anywhere. Man, just look at that Ferrari eat up the concrete. Number 26, driven by Bill Hawkins, is out of Rutherford and setting a blazing pace as they roar by pit alley. Bill Garrison is leading the Corvette pack with his foot clear through the firewall, chasing number 26 and Rutherford. The American Corvette is really making a showing, running third against the foreign competition. Okay, Charlie, let's take a look at the diagram of the actual course here at Sebring to show you exactly where we are.
From the start-finish line, the cars drift through 3 comparatively easy turns before heading into the S's, a series of short curves. Then to the hairpin bend, shaped like its name. The next straight leads to the Webster turn. Right and then left. The 90-degree turn opens into the fast airport straight, almost a mile long where the cars hit top speed. The circuit concludes with 2 more straights, a total of 13 turns, plus the high-speed stretches.
Back to the race, we see Rutherford, number 21, with a red Ferrari, number 34, behind him. That's Rodriguez hot on his tail. 2 Ferraris negotiate the S turn and head for the straightaway, closely pursued by Rutherford. Garrison took car number 21. He passed Briggs on the hairpin turn. Car number 20 driven by Constantine, and number 23 driven by Nino Vaccarelli of Palermo, Italy. They are momentarily in the lead as Rutherford is closing fast and they move into the straightaway. The Porsche Spider makes its bid, followed closely by car number 80, a DB from Germany. Garrison is moving up on the inside and passes the Ferrari. He spins out. Car number 34 goes by him, but Garrison recovers and starts passing him again. Look at Garrison off the track, chasing Rodriguez, car number 34. He's passing everything on the road. The crowd screams as Garrison slides through the S's. Look at the twin Ferraris take that turn. Here's Prix, number 21, going into the S's with the Porsche Spider behind him, number 59. On the straightaway, we see a duel between the Porsche and the Corvettes. One of the Corvettes and one of the Ferraris are trying to slide by around the Porsche. The Ferrari makes it. Rodriguez in a tremendous burst of speed on the airport flat. Rodriguez is challenging Rutherford as they roar past the grandstand. Rutherford still holds a good lead as they roll by at speeds up to 160 miles an hour. Rounding the turn, we see Garrison has lost his fender. He slides through, out in front, ahead of Rutherford. He has managed to overtake Rutherford, and with tires screeching, they move around the airport turn once more. Bill is passed on the inside by Ferrari number 23. Listen to the tremendous roar of the crowd as these boys gear down going into the turn. Rodriguez has to make a pit stop. Watch as the pit crews work over these cars. Tires, gas, every possible detail is checked and personally overseen by Pedro, who is doing such a fabulous job here at Sebring. He will now be relieved by his brother, Ricardo. Every minute lost in the pit equals a mile and a half of crucial racing time. Back on the course, he goes in hot pursuit of Rutherford. Rutherford really is pouring on the coal, outdistancing the Ferrari. Car number 21 refuses to give ground. We see Briggs Rutherford, the grand old man of racing, proving his mastery of the Sebring course. Now it's Rutherford's turn to make a pit stop. The grueling 12-hour grind continues well into the afternoon. The competition is as hot as the track. Garrison and his teammates in the Corvettes go by as Briggs goes back on the track, makes his move, and passes. The grind is beginning to show. Ferrari number 36 is being pushed in by the driver. Nobody caddies for these boys. Number 46, the Porsche Spider, has developed engine trouble. And its driver gamely walks back to the pits. Now one of the Corvettes has a pit stop. What kind of a job does this crew do? American bolt-on wheels require precious seconds of time. It's 95 degrees on the course and 110 in the cockpit. Look at those smoking tires. Briggs, leading the pack on the corners, is hotly pursued by two of Garrison's teammates as we go around the Webster turn at the end of the airport straightaway. Garrison is back on the track in Corvette number 4. Look at that boy go. The crowd roars as he slides through the corner. Garrison is ahead. The Corvettes require maximum driving skill. They go down the straights with ease, but are sideways and on the ragged edge through many of the turns. Here's Rutherford, hot on his trail. The Grand Touring Ferrari, driven by Phil Hill, makes a quick pit stop. Moving out, he is warned by the steward. And here's a candid view of the World Sports Car champion, Sterling Moss, during his pit stop. Several cars are in for service, and there is plenty of action in pit alley. The Porsche Spider, number 59, moves back on the course to seriously challenge the bigger and more powerful Ferraris and Maserati. This has been a tremendous race today, but it looks like the weather is turning against us. The sky has clouded up, and at dusk, we are starting to get some rain. Night is falling, and danger builds every second. Anything can happen with these breathtaking speeds and a wet track. But look at those drivers. Throw caution to the wind, sliding through corners on a wet track. They are still holding speeds of better than 130 miles per hour. Whoops, there's a spin out on the wet track, right under the Martinez Rust Bridge. Will he make it? Yes, he's back on the track. What a thrilling sight. That red Ferrari is starting to slide. He's heading for the bridge. Holy mackerel, look at that car come apart, completely disintegrated. But look, miracle of miracles. The driver, Bill Hawkins, is being helped out, and he is actually walking away. I can't believe it. Night descends on the track. Look at the beautiful rainbow. The track is drying up. Earlier this afternoon, 65 cars were looking for the pot of gold, and now the rainbow. The flash of headlights, looking like creatures from another planet, and the 37 cars that are left at dark continue to roar around the track. Night speeds here in Sebring decrease only 15 to 20 seconds per lap. Each car and driver has covered a distance of well over 1,000 miles at average speeds near 100 miles per hour. Top speeds in the straightaways have exceeded 150 miles per hour. today has brought heartbreak for many. Victory is in sight for several, but all who finish know that the 12-hour Sebring Grand Prix is the supreme test in American road racing for both men and machines. We are nearing the end of 12 hours of blazing, punishing action. What a race! Briggs Rutherford wins the 12-hour Grand Prix. Starter Jesse Coleman waves him across the finish line. Second spot goes to Ferrari number 28, driven by Ed Hughes. We are waiting for third place. It looks like Bill Garrison in Corvette number 4. Now down in the pits, the Sebring Queen presents Briggs Rutherford with the Sebring International Cup. And the traditional Sebring winner's kiss. Rutherford proves to be a fast man on the track and a slow one in the clinches. Rutherford's veteran driving skill, his experienced pit crew, and the superb performance of his car is clearly responsible for his victory. The big surprise in today's race is Corvette number 4, driven by Bill Garrison, placing third overall. Let's go to Ralph Thomas down in the pits for an on-the-spot interview.
Congratulations on a fine race, Bill. Would you like to say a few words for our TV audience?
Oh, just like to say a few words to my friends in the stock car circles. Sorry I didn't do any better than third.
Do any better than third? Well, I'd say you did very excellent for your first outing here at Sebring. Tell me, Bill, what made you make the big switch from stock cars to sport cars?
Money, Bill. Just plain old money. Give me anything with 4 wheels and an engine, I'll drive it. Especially if the purses are big.
Well, thank you very much, and the best of luck to you in the future. Bill Thomas in the pits at Sebring. Thank you very much for being...
So, he likes money. Well, Mr. Bill Garrison, I think we will see a lot of each other.
Keep change.
Good morning, darling.
Briggs, I'm disappointed in you. Why didn't you bring me your silver loving cup?
Well, from my report, I don't think you could stand another loving cup so soon. Thank you, Elsa. Oh, you can have the rest of the day off.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rutherford. What was meant by that crack about the cup?
Now, look, Bo, let's get one thing straight. I don't give a damn about how many young men you keep. But for God's sake, use your head. Don't bring them to this house. Remember, I do business with a lot of Puritans who frown on women like you.
What gall. You've got a hell of a room to talk. I'd hate to venture a guess on what kind of young thing you had at the races. Was she French or Cuban? Or what kind of variety did you have this time?
Well, at least I've got enough sense to keep them undercover, instead of announcing to the world I'm running around on my mate.
Huh.
Bo, if you don't settle down, you're going to be replaced.
Don't try it, Briggs. I'm warning you, don't try it.
With the witnesses I've got, there's not a judge in Florida who wouldn't grant me a divorce without a settlement or alimony.
What about your dirty laundry?
You need evidence. Witnesses. You see, Bo, you haven't been very smart.
Before I let you turn me out to pasture, I'll kill you, Briggs. I've tasted high living a little too long to be handed my walking papers now.
Threats will get you nowhere, darling. You're still a good entertainer of my business accounts. You still make a good appearance. I'll just lay off the bottle and the young bucks and... Yes? Oh, yes, Stuart. I'll be out at the airport in about 45 minutes. Good. All right, I'll see you there. Now, where were we?
I was entertaining your business accounts.
We'll discuss it later. If anyone wants me, I'll be at the field testing that new Grand Prix car.
Don't break your neck.
You should be so lucky.
How's it going?
If it isn't Bill Garrison, congratulations on your third yesterday.
Well, thank you. Hey, boy, would I like to give that baby a try. Hey, what's the chances of Briggs letting me drive her?
It's like asking him to part with one of his mistresses.
With his dough? What skin is it off his nose?
Mine's not the reason why.
You have plenty of power in the turns, but nothing in the straightaway. Change the gear ratio, and I'll try her again.
Yes, sir.
I'm Bill Garrison.
Garrison? Afraid I don't recognize the name.
Oh, you remember I came in third yesterday in the Corvette?
Hey, take it easy with that car. I don't want that paint scratched up. What were you saying?
I said I came in third yesterday in the Corvette.
Oh, yes. You're the stock car driver who lucked his way into third place yesterday.
Well, I don't think it was luck.
How do you account for it, then?
Well, it was far from being the fastest car in the race, so I think it must have been my driving.
Well, at least you're not modest. What are you doing out here?
Since I got a taste of sports car racing, I thought I'd like some more. Word is that you've got the best cars in the business. I thought you might like to sign the best driver.
Well, you really have got a nerve. 1/3 place, and you think you can walk up to me and I'll sign you up to the fastest racing team in the United States. You better come back and see me in about 3 years, sonny boy. Well, I wouldn't trust you with a Model T Ford, much less a $20,000 Grand Prix car. Goodbye, Mr. Garrison.
Yeah, well, you're number one, old man, only because of your money. Well, I fought my way up to the top. And if it's the last thing I ever do, I'll make you a has-been of sports car racing.
This airfield is my private property, Garrison. I suggest you get out of here before I throw you out.
Yeah, well, that I'd like to see you try.
You heard Mr. Rutherford. You better leave. All right, throw him in the back seat of his car and drive him outside the gate.
Would you like some ice? I took the liberty of ordering some.
Well, I'm glad you made yourself at home. Would it be too much to find out who you are, what you want, and how the hell you got in here?
So many questions. Which one would you like me to answer first?
How the hell did you get in here?
This opens any door I want.
Well, if you bought your way in here, I can't imagine what you want with me.
I'm Bo Rutherford. I wanted to meet you.
Bo? Bo Rutherford? You mean Briggs' wife? Well, I think one Rutherford is enough for today.
What's Briggs up to now?
His 3 mechanics prove that if you work on cars, it builds muscle.
His 3 mechanics? What was that all about?
Well, I'm sorry I can't play your little game, but I've got a stock car race to drive tonight. I gotta get cleaned up.
I'd love to go with you.
Look, come on, what do you want?
Why don't we talk about it tonight after the race?
I'll be busy after the race.
That's too bad.
I thought you were the type of man who would use a large amount of money.
Make yourself at home. I'll only be a minute.
And the checkered flag, and it's Wild Bill Garrison picking up another checkered flag, the 8th in a row.
Now that we've finished my business, let's get to yours. Why did you come here to see me?
Still direct and to the point. Ordinarily, I'd wait months before I approached anyone about what I want you to do. But with you, I think I'm safe in putting my cards on the table. Right now.
I'm all ears.
I'm serious. I can see you're a man who loves money and you don't care who you have to step on to get it.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
How would you like $50,000?
Oh, I'd like that fine. What do I have to kill for it?
My husband, Prix.
You know, I think you're serious.
Dead serious. Are you interested?
Maybe. Oh, well, would you like another? Why do you want to see him dead?
Money, darling, money. The root of all evil.
You don't look like you're hurting for money.
Not now, but I could be. Briggs is thinking of divorcing me. If he does, he's got the grounds to cut me off without a penny.
I take it, you've been a bad girl.
It's been fun.
It doesn't make sense. Dollar-wise, that is. Why should you pay me $50,000 when, you can get some thug to do it for $5?
Because no thug can drive a race car like you.
Well, that's true.
Bill, I got it all planned out. It's so simple and no chance of getting caught.
Well, you make it sound easy. What do I have to do?
As the TV announcer said about you, just drive over him.
Well, that's easy. You want me to see that he gets in a wreck and gets killed in the process?
Oh, you catch on fast.
You know, I could get killed making you a rich widow.
That's the risk you take for $50,000.
I don't know.
Now, Bill, don't play hard to get with me. I'll tell you what I'll do. As a bonus, I'll throw in all the racing cars and equipment I have to buy for our venture. That way you'll be in the big-time racing with the finest available.
Bo, it's a pleasure working for you.
As your new boss, I order you to come here.
Isn't Isn't it bad to mix business with pleasure?
On the contrary. From now on, that's just the way it's going to be.
I thought I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. All right. All right, I'll see him. Give me a few minutes. Honey, something important just came up. Would you mind waiting in the other room for a few minutes?
Don't belong here, Laura.
Good to see you.
How are you, Tom?
Well, I'm fine, thank you.
Sit down.
Thanks.
Have a cigar?
Oh, no thanks, Briggs. Doctor's orders.
Well, Tom, what brings you over here?
I'm sorry to disturb you, Briggs, but something has come up at the bank, and we feel that it merits your immediate attention.
Well, what's so important, Tom?
Well, it's your wife, Briggs.
Oh?
It's come to my attention, and we think it unusual that she withdrew $15,000 from her savings account. She wrote a check for $12,000 on checking. And the First National Bank phoned us asking for a recommendation. She's applied for a $50,000 mortgage on her beach house.
Well, Mrs. Rutherford always enjoyed spending money, but never in this amount.
Well, we thought you ought to know.
Oh, yes, Tom. I appreciate it. Did First National give her the mortgage?
No, not yet. We held back on our recommendation because we thought we ought to clear it, check with you first. Shall we turn her down?
No. No, let her have it.
Okay. Whatever you say, Briggs.
All these $12,000 and $15,000 checks, were they made out to anyone in particular?
No. But I got a report from the exchange cage. She bought a cashier's check for $23,000, made out to the Ferrari automobile factory in Italy.
All right, thanks, Tom. Thanks for coming over.
Well, it was a pleasure to see you, Briggs.
Say hello to BJ for me, will you?
I'll be glad to. It's always good to be of service. Good day.
Good day. I want to put a call through to Ezio in Madeira, Italy. Find out what kind of car my wife is buying from the factory. Get complete details. Fine. And now, Miss Woodward, I don't want to be disturbed by anyone. Is that clear? Good. I'll buzz you when I'm free.
Senorita?
Now, where were we?
Come on, Bill, wake up. I've got a present for you.
Couldn't you have given it to me back at the apartment instead of dragging me out at this ungodly hour?
Now, darling, how in the world would a brand new red Ferrari fit in bed with you?
Ferrari? Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Well, where is it? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Get in. See how she feels. Hey. Snap out of it.
Huh?
What are you thinking?
Oh. I was just thinking how I'm going to show everybody this baby's taillights.
Well, you're going to sit there all day. Why don't you try her out?
I'd love to, but I need somebody to check me out on the instruments.
The very words I anticipated. Luigi! I'd like you to meet Luigi Selva. He came over from Italy with the car.
Hi, I'm Bill Garrison. I guess we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
The pleasure is all mine, senor. I will keep this car in excellent shape.
Well, how's chances of trying it out right now?
Si, senor. Let's roll the car out before testing.
This is the oil temperature. Red line is 90 centigrade. Oil pressure gauge, maximum 90 pounds. Water temperature, 90 centigrade. Generator charge and discharge. 4,800 RPM maximum on the detect. The speedometer is up to you.
Now, don't you fall in love with this silly old car and forget all about me.
I just want you to know how much I appreciate this.
Just don't forget the reason why I bought it for you.
Don't you worry, Bo. You'll get your money's worth.
I'd better. Now then, give me a kiss and go try out your pretty little car.
Boy, this baby runs like a dream. Hey, hop in, Bo. I'll give you a ride back to the hangar.
Now, Bill, none of your wild ideas.
Come on now. I thought you liked to live dangerously.
That was wonderful. Can I get a thank you for the present?
A very touching scene. Very touching indeed. Bo, for your age, you really get around. Must be life in the old girl yet.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I just dropped around to see how my competition was shaping up. On the race course, that is.
Well, now that you've seen, you better shove off.
Excellent idea. But first, a few words of fatherly advice. Now, Bill, this old dame's got something up her sleeve. Believe me, she doesn't go out and buy $50,000 worth of playthings for a gigolo without some evil motive.
You don't have your 3 mechanics with you now, Briggs, so I suggest you take my advice and leave right now.
Enough said. Good day, folks. See you in Nassau.
He knows, damn it, he knows.
All he knows is that I bought the cars for you. He couldn't have found out about our other plans. Only you and I know that.
Well, he's suspicious. How'd he find out about the cars?
The factory must have notified him. Bill, let's not worry about it. Everything will work out all right. You'll see.
I wonder.
Do you think you've had enough practice in Old Yellow?
I don't know. I just had the feeling of that Testarossa down pat when that engine blew. Well, the car's the car. And Old Yellow there, she's got enough torque coming out of the corners to keep on Briggs' tail.
Would it be asking too much if we got lucky and killed the old fool in our first race?
Now, don't get your hopes up so soon. I'm just going to stay behind him and feel him out.
Well, he's a good driver, Bill, so please be careful.
Now, don't you worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Bring home his head on a silver platter, darling.
You are the bloodthirsty one.
Hiya, Fellhaver. Hey. Bo wouldn't like to see her driver lying down.
Is that so?
No, she likes to see her gigolos working.
Well, just ignore me.
How can I? You being 20 years my junior, you're sure to outrun me. But have no fear. The tortoise will catch the hare within 2 laps.
I wouldn't bet on that, old man.
Just a friendly little bet? Say, 1,000?
All right. You're on.
There they go in the Le Mans start of the Governor's Cup race here at Nassau. There are more than 75 cars in this Le Mans start roaring down the course heading into the S.O. Bend. All the great names of international racing are here today, including Prix this year's winner of the 12-hour Grand Prix in Sebring, Florida. It looks like a great start for this 25-lap event. The course is a 5-mile flat circuit, and this year, many of the drivers have complained about the roughness of the track. Rutherford is out in front as they go into the second curve on the course. Look at him take those corners. From our vantage point here in the tower, he's right on the course. Rutherford spins out in his Cooper Maserati, and he's being passed by Bill Garrison in car number 53. Garrison is driving the famous Old Yellow. This American-powered car seems to be making a strong bid today against the more sophisticated Italian racing machines. Rutherford recovers and goes hard after car number 53. Folks, he's really got his foot in. There's a near miss with car number 92. That was a close one. Car number 92 now makes a bid to catch 77 as the tension builds here at Nassau. Down the straightaway, the field is accepting the blistering pace set by Rutherford and car number 53, and that track is rough and dangerous. Oaks Field, the scene of this race here at Nassau, 11 months out of the year is an unused airfield, and many of those curves are covered with treacherous spots of fine sand, which will cause many a spin-out before this race is through. Number 77 is back in the lead, having passed Old Yeller on the straightaway, and here they come past the Goodyear Tower. Now, over on the backside, car number 22 spun out and almost went through the crowd. More action on the back stretch. Rutherford spins through a corner and makes a complete circle. But he's back on the track and still in the lead. Luckily, no one was hurt when number 22 headed for the crowd. But the ambulance was dispatched just in case. Yes, I believe he's out of the race. A bent wheel knocks out the chances of another game driver of taking home the Governor's Cup. Bill Garrison in 53 is again challenging Rutherford on the straightaway. Vital information to the driver of car number 46 by his pit crew, and the field of 75 cars is battling it out in front of the stand. Rutherford's Maserati has tremendous maneuverability on those curves, but Old Yeller seems to have the advantage of power. Real skill is required to hold a car with that kind of power on these treacherous sandy turns. 77 and 53 are neck and neck. But uh-oh, look, Rutherford is crowding Garrison into the corner. He refuses to give him racing room. And there goes Garrison into a bad spin. Man, oh man, what a slide. This may be the wrong sport, but it looks like Garrison is the victim of a span trap. The race continues. Rutherford's in the lead with plenty of pressure from the field.
What happened? Are you all right?
Yeah, he just cut the fester me in a corner, that's all.
You mean you let him outdrive you?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Never mind, forget it.
No. Now, you come out with it.
Look, lover, I've got over $50,000 tied up in you, and I expect you to keep our bargain.
Okay, just be patient, will you? I'll get him next time.
I'm beginning to wonder.
You know, I think maybe Briggs was right. Maybe I should stick with younger women.
You come back here.
I can drive circles around that old fool.
Of course you can, darling.
Mo's got a hell of a nerve talking to me like that.
Oh, forget her. Come on. Let's have another drink.
That's a good idea. Waitress? Waitress! 2 more of the same, please.
Not so loud.
Now here's Vince Martin with a Calypso salute to Nassau's own Speed Week.
Speed Week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed Week, it's the time of your life you'll be having. It all began back in '54. 3 fine men were debating. When they got through, they had 60 scored. Speed Week was in the make. Everybody, Speed Week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed Week, it's the time of your life you'll be having. Sterling Moss knows he's the boss. In '56 had no worry. He passed Gregory at Colonial Bend, said, out of my way, I'm in a hurry. Speed Week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed Week, it's the time of your life you'll be having. NASCAR our drivers are plenty tough. Bill France and Curtis together. When they start wheeling, the going's rough. For other cars, they are bad weather. Speed week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed week, it's the time of your life you'll be having. Jim Jeffords, he's a Milwaukee brave. No man on wheels is he fearing. Jim Rathman makes the ladies rave. He drives for Earl Engineering. Speed week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed week, it's the time of your life you'll be having. Win or lose, it's the king of sports. Play it straight down the middle. May the best man win. Now let's drink a toast to Speed Week at the Cat and Fiddle. Speed week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed week, it's the time of your life. And again now, Speed week, hell broke loose on the island. Speed week, it's the time of your life you'll be having.
You're gorgeous. Simply beautiful. You're good for me. Again. Briggs Rutherford, you old son of a... Come over here. Come here. No, put those fists down, will you?
All right, it's a deal. Oh, I see you got yourself a fountain of youth.
You can say that again.
Linda, this is Bill Garrison. And,
Huh? Oh, this is Briggs Rutherford.
Ginger, very lovely.
Why, thank you.
Hey. You want a drink?
Yeah. Scotch. One ice cube.
Waitress? Scotch? One ice cube. And two more of the same. I'll have a seat.
Oh, this is a very unexpected pleasure.
Remember me?
You little gatita. So you didn't get hurt today, did you?
No, but you certainly taught me a lesson.
Oh, Father Time slips a few tricks up our sleeves.
After today, I can believe it.
Say, pal, you owe me $1,000.
I got $47 here.
Skip it, pal. I'll wait till Bo settles with you.
You're a pal.
Say, how is the old witch anyway? Still riding her broom?
That's a long story.
Yeah. It's time for my number.
Oh, wow, sure.
Will you excuse me?
Sure, honey. Don't be too long now.
Now we'll introduce you to Bikini Baby.
Bikini baby, your belly button shows. Bikini baby, bikini baby. She wear bikini wherever she goes. The men are staring, the men are caring, and they are daring to follow where she goes. She has a wiggle, it is illegal, and you will hear them calling her like so. Bikini baby, bikini baby, bikini baby, your belly button shows. Bikini baby, bikini baby, she wear bikini wherever she goes. The women hate her, they imitate her, they wear bikini, but they don't look like she. Some have big bellies that roll like jelly, and some are too flat to be wearing that. Bikini baby, bikini baby, bikini baby, your belly button shows. Bikini baby, bikini baby, she wear bikini wherever she goes. One day a rich man became her husband. He promised her that if she were really true, he'd buy her plenty pretty bikinis, a diamond for her belly button too. Bikini baby, bikini baby, bikini baby, your diamond shows last time. Bikini baby, bikini baby, bikini baby, your diamond shows.
Just what I needed.
Wow, you did great, baby. Yeah, you did great. Once, baby.
You know, it's times like this that I wish I were 20 years younger. You little diablita. You know, they say a rolling stone gathers no moss. Why don't we take a ride out to my beach house?
It's fine with me. I finished here tonight. Sounds like fun.
Say, is your liquor cabinet full?
Full, my dear man, but not for long.
So let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Very good idea.
I'll take care of it.
Come on, now.
Waitress.
Hurry up. I'll see you outside.
Come on, Bill, you drive. I feel like relaxing.
Well, if I can just see the road, we're in business.
Come on, you girls pile in the back.
Okay.
I'd better ride co-pilot. Right to my front door. All right, come on, girls. Bottoms up, and we'll go in and have another drink.
To this ride, we could certainly use it.
There's a couple of girls after my own heart. Dinner is served.
That poor donkey.
What did you say, Bill?
That poor little donkey.
We almost get killed, and he's worried about that ass.
I bet he's scared to death. I gotta make it up to him. That's what I gotta do. I gotta make it up to him. Is he all right, huh?
No, man, just a little scared.
Ah, yeah. Look, let me take him in the house for a drink.
No, man, I couldn't do that. We gotta go home.
Huh?
We gotta go home.
Oh, well, look, I ain't gonna hurt him, you know. Look, let me, here, let me buy him, huh? There you go.
Well,
That enough?
yeah, man, that's just fine.
All right, that's fine. Oh, what's his name?
Sir Richard.
Sir Richard. What? Oh, I gotta have that hat, you know, for $47, you know. What do you say you and I go for a little, drink, Sir Richard? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We'll see you later.
Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low.
Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Come on, sister. Limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low.
What's your rig? Don Quixote.
Hey, how about fixing a friend here, Sir Richard, a drink, huh? What? How many ice cubes you want, Sir Richard? One or two? He said he wants 3. Warm tonight, huh? All right, let's get him to the limbo. Come on. Limbo, limbo, limbo down low. Limbo, limbo. Come on, come on.
That's what I hate about them. They can't hold their liquor.
Oh, brother, is it hard on you? Yeah, $47 he cost me. I got him down the road. He was there, crazy animal.
Come on, Ginger, baby, let's go out and see my pool.
Oh, well, there. There we have a drink. What do you want? Anything. Don't need anything. Right here. There you go.
Shall we, old boy?
Oh, way down.
After you.
Operator, would you connect me with a taxi cab company? I live on Sterling Road. Fine, thank you. Oh, this is Briggs Rutherford. Would you send a taxi out to my beach house on Sterling Road? Good, thank you. Disturb you, sweet things, but you better get dressed. The taxi's on its way.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, you mean Garrison? My arch enemy?
Eddie?
My dear, if this little bottle could talk, I'd know what happened to the other half of my life.
Briggs. Oh, you're terrible.
All right, come on, let's get dressed. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, let's go.
What the hell's going on around here?
Rutherford? Well, what are you doing here?
I happen to live here. Since it's my house, you better depart.
Boy, I really must have laid one on last night.
I'm afraid we're both victims of the spirits. Since we're now reasonably sober, I prefer to continue as arch enemies.
Well, I'll go along with that.
Hey! That way. Long way to Nassau. There's a taxi on its way.
Well, I'll wait outside.
Hey, girls, come on, hurry up. The taxi will be here any minute. Come on. Hey, what's keeping you?
I don't want to leave. I like it here.
Oh, honey, I'm beat.
Why don't you drive us into town this afternoon?
Oh, you girls must think I'm 21. After last night, I better relax.
Oh, Briggs.
Oh, you little minx.
Come on, be a sport.
Oh, you still gotta go.
Please, Briggs, come on. You are terrible. I see I can help you change your mind, huh?
Well, we'll see.
Come on, can't we stay, please?
Oh, honey. The rest of the afternoon with you and I'd be in a wheelchair.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, there's your cab now. Come on, honey.
Oh, I think you're so mean.
my love to Bo.
Is that all you've got to say for yourself?
Let's not cry over spilled milk.
You've got a hell of a nerve.
All right, so I went out and got drunk and had another woman. You don't exactly vomit every time another man comes around.
That's not the point. I've got over $50,000 tied up in you, lover, and I don't like my investment getting temperamental.
Well, can't we talk about this another time?
No, we can't. Don't forget, Bill, you've got a lot at stake, too. There's no time to talk about it later.
All right. Have it your own way.
Time's running out on me, Bill. I can be discarded like an old shoe anytime Briggs feels like it. I've got to kill him now. Next month might be too late.
Money's just like a magnet, isn't it, Bo? It's the only thing that draws us together again.
I want to tell you something, Bill. Something that happened a long time ago. So long ago, it seems it happened in another lifetime. If you look at my hands now, you'd never know that when I was a kid, they were calloused and dirty and sore. From the time I was 5 until I was 16, I traveled from one migrant farmer's camp to another. I saw my drunken sot of a father beat my mother to death because she tried to hide enough money to buy food for us kids instead of wine for the old man. I made up my mind that when I married, there was never going to be a shortage of money. No, Bill. I've done without money once in my life, but never again.
We're two of a kind, Bo. Money's always haunted me, too. You're right. It's now or never.
Now, that's more like my old Bill.
Now, let's see. I've got to figure out a way to nail him. He's too smart to let himself get boxed in on the corners. He's got to have a flaw somewhere in his driving, but where? Where?
I wish I could help.
Well, think. Think back over the years. Isn't there something he's mentioned, some complaint he's had about his driving that he's told you or his mechanics?
I'm sorry. Briggs is the type who'd never admit he's got a fault. He even raves over himself when he watches his movies.
Movies? What movies?
Oh, he always has a couple of cameramen walking around the course filming his progress in the race.
Well, that's it. Oh, if I could study those films, I know I could pick out a flaw.
Maybe you're right.
Well, how do we get them?
He keeps them in the library. I could have a servant fly them over by tonight.
If I could see those films tonight, tomorrow's race would get results.
Hello, operator. I'd like to call long distance to Miami, Florida.
Well, that's the weakness we have to take advantage of. Now, I'll stay hot on his tail, and the minute he looks over that right shoulder, that'll leave his left side blind. And then, I'll nail him.
Tomorrow may be the biggest day in our lives.
What was his time?
2:19. He's knocking about 2 seconds a lap off Briggs.
Good, good. With Senor Briggs in the pits, do you think it's a good idea to bring Bill in now?
I want him to keep a close second. He can catch him, I'm sure of it.
Excuse me for saying it, but if I was the owner of this car, I would gamble.
And why, Luigi?
I feel Bill has enough gasoline to finish the race. His tires are good. And with Senor Briggs in the pit, now is the time to get a good lead.
Unfortunately, you are not the owner, Luigi. I want the car to have a new set of tires and a full tank of fuel.
Si, Senora.
Yeah, what do you want?
You're only 15 seconds behind him. This is it, Bill. Keep on top of him.
I could win this race, you know, if you didn't pull me in. You know that, don't you?
There'll be plenty of races to win in our future, darling, after we clean up a few details. It's still my money.
Yeah, that's right, but I'm taking the chances. So, I've decided to share them with you.
I don't follow you.
I've got myself a little insurance policy.
What do you mean?
I've written it all down, even to where it happens on the Windsor turn. If I go, you go too. Little thing I call double indemnity.
Car's ready, Bill.
Can you hear me? We gotta get out of here. Bill, wake up! We've gotta get away from here.
I guess I hit him a little too hard, huh? Did I get him?
He did.
Well,
makes you a rich widow. Where is it, Bill? Tell me, where is it?
What do you take me for, huh? A damn fool. Look at Briggs, Paul. He's watching us. In fact, he's laughing at us.
He's dead, and I want that evidence. Where is it, Bill? Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Get me out!
Hey, it says here that Moss has signed with Ferrari this coming season. What, did you hear me, Bo?
Bill, you know I'm not interested in racing anymore. Keep the sports section to yourself. Martha? Martha? Where is that girl?
I gave her the day off.
You gave her the day off. And may I ask why? Well, then, would you mind pouring my coffee?
You blind old bat! Come on with you, can you be more careful?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me, Bill. You've got to give me time to adjust. You don't know what it's like not being able to see. Oh, God, blindness is pure hell for me. You've got to give me time, Bill.
Me give you time? Me give you time. The only thing I'll give you is what you deserve. Don't you realize that time is your enemy, Bo, not your ally? And your time is running out, Bo.
What do you mean?
How long do you expect me to live this vegetable existence?
I intend to be my own executioner, Bo.
And when I go, baby, you go too. What's more, there's nothing you can do about it. Or I'll see that the state takes care of all.
You won't know how, Bo. You won't know when. You'll only know when it happens. Oh, you taught me to be a professional killer, Bo. And now I feel like practicing. It's the last thing I'll ever do, Bo. It's the last thing, the only thing left.